A group of Roanoke first responders honored for going above the call of duty.
This started with a simple act of kindness and has now gone viral on social media. I think you'll see why here. Take a look. A woman posted on Facebook saying a man's tires had been slashed after he helped another woman who was being chased by a man with a knife. Well, he couldn't afford new tires, so Roanoke Fire EMS Station 5 stepped up to help. They called him, said they had found some tires and replaced them for him.
Wow.
Those first responders did not want to talk to us on camera because they say they did not do it to be heroes. But Chief David Hoback says he is proud of his team doing the right thing, even though they didn't think anyone would be watching.
When they see a bad thing that happens, and they see so many bad things in Roanoke, they try to make a bad situation to a good situation, at least let them know there are people that care.
More than 2,000 people have liked that post on Facebook.